Hi, everyone. Today I want to talk a little bit about the importance of giving kids the opportunity to present and speak in public. If you enjoy the video, please give it a like or share it across your network. What really got me thinking about this was my son who's in 5th grade. Each month they have a STEAM project. And if you're not familiar, STEAM is an acronym for science, technology, engineering, the arts, and mathematics. Basically, each month they're given a common household item. They have to bring it home and then use other items that they can collect from around the house and transform it into something else. When they're completed, they bring it back to school and they have the opportunity to present it to their classmates. I thought that was really cool because as I thought back about my time in school, I had very limited opportunities to present and work on public speaking. And in fact, there's really only one time that I can think of that really still sticks in my memory where I did have the opportunity to present in public. I was my senior year of high school, and I was asked to go speak to elementary school students, I believe it was 5th and 6th graders primarily, and their parents at a banquet to talk about high school athletics, what they could expect, what it was all about, and really what it meant to me as a young adult. So if I think back on that speech, there was really 3 things, if I could go back in time and give myself some advice, 3 things that I would tell myself. The first one would be to know your content, but not to the point of memorization. As I was preparing, in essence, I wrote out exactly what I was going to say, pretty much verbatim, word for word, and then I would just sit there and read it over and over and over again. And so much to the point where I was in class, rather than paying attention to the teacher, I was reading my script for what I was going to say. And even one point, and this is kind of dating myself, but one point the teacher came by and thought that I was passing notes in class. So this was before the age of texting and Snapchat and all that, where if you liked somebody or had a crush, you would send them a note. But no, unfortunately for me, I didn't have a note for my crush. It was just a speech that I was going to give later in the week. So one, definitely know your content, but don't memorize it. The second component that as I think back on this, I would tell myself is, as you're preparing for a speech, it's important to rehearse in the type of environment that you will be delivering that speech. As I mentioned, I just wrote it out and I sat either in my room or just at my desk in class and just kind of read through it and mumbled it under my breath. So I think had I had the opportunity to go down to our gymnasium, maybe stand behind a podium that the school had and work on that, I would have felt a little bit more comfortable doing the presentation. And then the final thing is, consider your audience. I remember pretty clearly a lot of the things that I said, and mind you, this is to 5th and 6th graders and their parents, and I do vividly remember my closing line, and it was, if I think back on all the blood and sweat and tears that I went through playing football, would I do it again? And the answer is absolutely yes. Well, I thought that was a pretty cool closing line to drive home the point of how important sports were to me. Saying that and talking about blood and sweat and tears to a group of 5th and 6th graders and their parents, maybe not the best thing to say to get them excited about playing high school sports. So, as you're thinking about whether it's your little ones or if you're a teacher or you're involved in your school, try to find as many ways as you can to get them opportunities to practice this important skill of presenting and public speaking. If you have an experience from your younger life when you had to present or have the opportunity to do some sort of public speech, I would love to hear about it. Please leave me a comment below. Thanks and have a great day.